don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Battle, petty, don't matter. Far as the tatter, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases in. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player, they call a player male. Say, what you talking that funky, it about my face, wearing that monkey, we didn't.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we reach
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The Bills at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 2 2 yards, good enough for a first. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. From midfield, here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This could be the turning point.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To the air, Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. A pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They have a passing game going and a rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Now Hall to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, right back to Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
They'll look to run with Hall. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go, it's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. And Charles certainly circled that play. We'll have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force,
and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're absorbing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in the, we've discussed it before, for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
That has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Trey! And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Hall. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets get a bit closer.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
he will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, there's two sides to this coin. And on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
From the 45 on second down, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner.
Ball has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First down, he'll drop to throw. Again, it's Johnson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
158 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
To throw, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Next report by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Hall.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. He finds his man Johnson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw now on first down. And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be corralled well on field right around the 30-yard line. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And they've got this down to about...
So cold, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro, Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got just broken to his place. His chin in his face, yeah. Then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is your pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones.